Hey K-Stars, hey! Do y'all like that one better? Or do y'all like the hey y'all, hey? Let your girl know in the comments below. But welcome back to my channel. My name is K Shine and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. Your girl is back with another freaking story time. Based on the title, y'all already know what I'm about to talk about. Y'all already know. Y'all know what I'm about to talk about. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at KShine with 3 E's. And if you haven't watched my story, y'all know over this past weekend I was a little bit drunk. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of bit. So your girl voice is a little bit gone. Because y'all know this is what I do. My voice always gone. I get lit. I turn up. I have a good time. I enjoy life. That's me. That's why I always have a story time for y'all. Because I'm always out doing some shit, okay? Listen. I'm always doing something. I'm going to always have a story time. I know a lot of y'all think I'm running out, baby. Do you think I would start a YouTube Storytime channel if I had 50 story times? No. Your girl got story times on story times on Storytime. Stop playing with me. Okay? And another thing I just want to touch on, I'm so appreciative to all the love and support I have been getting, y'all. Y'all don't know how long I've been wanting to start my YouTube channel, and to be where I'm at this point, like, y'all, it's a blessing. And to really just be here by being myself. Y'all know me. I'm not the stereotypic YouTuber. I don't try to fit in. I don't conform to be what YouTube want me to be. I don't do none of that. What you see is what you get. It don't matter. I'ma always be me. That's why sometimes y'all see me clapping back in the comments, because at the end of the day, I'm still human and y'all ain't about to talk crazy to me. The one or two. But as far as the other ones, the comments are always positive. And I just really appreciate that you guys love who I am. Like, I always get a lot of positive comments. Like, I love your energy. I love your personality. You're so pretty. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who really support my channel, who get up every morning and watch my videos. I definitely appreciate it. And y'all made me feel like this my first year doing Storymas, vlogmas, whatever you want to call it. And I'm so happy that I did it, because I wasn't going to do it at first. But I'm just so happy that you guys love me and I love you. And yes, y'all, like, I'm so happy today. Like, I'm in a real good mood today. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because I'm blessed and highly favored, and I woke up this morning and I get to sit in front of this camera and talk to you guys. So I'm in a good mood, baby, okay? Speaking of that as well, though, if you guys ever see the title of my videos and it's something you guys don't want to watch or don't want to look at or whatever, you always have the option to opt out and not click it. Y'all be underneath my comments telling me what kind of story times y'all want to hear and this and that. And I'm not saying y'all can't have opinions or give me suggestions, but if I'm talking about one thing and you feel like you tired of me talking about these niggas, this too bad. Because I got a lot of stories about these niggas, okay? Your girl done been around the block. And I don't mean like that, okay? Not nasty way, okay? But I have met a lot of guys. So if you tired of hearing about these fuck boys, bye-bye. You gotta go to another channel, because look, I got a whole bunch of story times about them. I haven't even scratched the surface yet. So if talking about fuck boys or these raggedy ass niggas ain't your cup of tea, you gotta go. Okay, you gotta go somewhere else. I love you though, but you gotta go, because I'm gonna talk about my life. This is what I'm here for. Y'all subscribe to K Shine to hear about K Shine life. So you might want to hear about something else, or me to talk about something else or whatever, but I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I'm just not, respectfully, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna talk about my life experiences and give my advice and share with y'all the shit that I went through. So that's too bad. That's too bad if you don't like it. Oh, I kind of look good today, y'all. Hey, I kind of look good. Okay, let me stop. Y'all know I got a little ADHD. You know, I'll be getting distracted, but y'all gotta go. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for rocking me this long, y'all. We almost at the end of Storymas. Christmas is this Saturday. And without further ado, y'all, I got hot and I got tired. So let me go ahead and hop right into this video. Let's go. Let me tell y'all about these jealous ass bitches, okay? Let me tell y'all. Okay, so boom. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm in college, right, y'all? And I'm sure this person watches my video, so all shade, all tea, because y'all really be having me fucked up. Like, I'm really so nice, y'all. Like, I am really a nice person, especially to my family, my friends, the people I love. So I'm in college. And we're going to call this girl, we're not going to state the relation, none of that. We're going to call this girl Bubbles. And if you know, then you know. You know why. Because, you know, then you know who this is about. You know who you are. So me and Bubbles are really close, okay? Like I said, we're just going to say that. Me and Bubbles is super close. Now, when I graduated high school, I took a year off before deciding to go to college, and I was full-time at the movie theaters. You know, I got a lot of story times on the movie theaters. That was my first job. So I took that year off, and I stuck with the movie theaters, and I just worked because I didn't know where I want to go, what I want to do. I'm out of high school, so the last thing on my mind is going back to school and going to college, right? I'm happy to just finally be done with school, so I'm like, I ain't thinking about going to college. But so I took that year off, and my mom was like, no, I'm not having that. Like, you going to college, you need to go to college, da 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 da. So I'm like, okay, like I always thought about it because I did want the experience of college. You know, you hear all this great stuff. Oh, the college parties, it's so fun, you're independent, da 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 da. So I was kind of like, you know, what am I going to do? Sit here and work at the movie theaters, like, for the rest of my life? Like, what am I going to do? And granted, there was other options, but this is just how I was thinking at 18 years old. Like, what am I about to do? Be a manager at this movie theater and just be here and, like, do what? Like, make this little bit of money? Like, no. I just knew it was something else out there for me. Like, this could not be my end right here, to just work at the movie theaters. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I ended up making my YouTube channel, right? I make my channel. Of course, I'm like, I'm going to start it. I'm going to start it in the beginning of the year. I'm going to start it before my birthday. You know, if you're a YouTuber, or if you ever want to start YouTube, you know, like, you kind of get, like, you make the channel and you keep telling yourself, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. You set deadlines. I'm going to have a video up by this day. And you just keep pushing it and procrastinating until you get to the point like how I did. I'm like, fuck this. I'm about to post a video, okay? Then I kind of like backed out, like, well, what am I going to talk about? Like, Storytimes wasn't really hitting at that time. Like, people were doing makeup reviews and stuff like that. And I'm just like, am I even that good at makeup? Da da da. All of this good stuff, right? I know y'all probably thinking, like, what does this all have to do with anything? But y'all, I know y'all hear a lot of people say, like, we didn't start this YouTube shit. But you know when people are trying to copy you, envy you, or following your... Like, you know, y'all. Like, y'all know when y'all started some shit. Like, not as far as in the world, but in your circle. Like, you know when in your circle you started some shit, or you setting trends within your families, your friends, your circle, your neighbors. I ain't the first person who do YouTube, of course, clearly, like, in the world. But in my circle and my surroundings... Okay. But let me tell you. So you kind of know when somebody is trying to, like, you know, like I said, follow after you. For me, I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. Like, we all can get the bag. I'm never hating on no bitch, right? So I say all of this because, like I said, I made my channel and I talked about it with Bubbles and stuff like that. And cool, fine. Mind you, me and Bubbles, we're the same age. Bubbles went to college before me, a year before me. And, you know, she was telling me, like, she's having so much fun there, da-da-da-da. Like, it's such a great time. And I should come up there, too. All of this, right? Now, I'm just like her. I'm already a little bit nervous to go to school. But I'm like, damn, like, at least if I do go to school, I got somebody there with me, which would be Bubbles, right? So, okay. I kind of put the YouTube thing on hold because I'm like, F it, I'm about to go to college, which I really wish, like, I was vlogging or something during there because I would have had so many memories and I would have started a long time ago, right? But I didn't end up doing that, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll put the YouTube thing on hold. It's fine. Like, let me apply and let me see if I can get accepted. I end up applying. I get accepted. So I told Bubba's like, oh my God, I'm accepted. Like, I'm coming there. And she's like,
okay, yeah, bet. Like, I'm so happy. Like, we can just be, like, in the dorms together. It's going to be so much fun.
Cool. So I'm excited. We're all happy. Like, we're talking about all the stuff we're going to do. Because, mind you, this is my first time away from home and being on my own. Like, I just got out of high school. I'm about to be on my own, live on my own, have to wake up for school by myself. Like, all of this stuff, right? So, like, I'm getting excited. Mind you, if y'all don't know, me and my family are like this. Me and my mom, we are close. So, me leaving her, it was a lot for her. And it was also a lot for me because I'm so used to being around my family and having my family. But I am a strong individual and I can be on my own and be okay. Like, and my mom knows that. Like, she raised me to be real strong, independent, and have thick skin. And that's why y'all get the girl y'all got today. Okay? Thanks to her. You know, she knew that I was a baddie. She knew I had the brains, the looks, the personality, like, to be good and to do what I need to do, you know? Because she know I'm that girl. Needless to say, it's time for me to, you know, go up to the college. My parents bring me up there. drop me off, we get settled in and everything. So we go shopping, we get me set up, all of that stuff, right? It's time to say our goodbyes. I'm like, oh, please don't leave me. We both crying, right? Because like I said, she dropping me off somewhere and leaving me. Like, girl, I am her precious child. Okay. But I'm in college, right, y'all? As sad as I am, I'm happy. I'm on my own. It's time to get lit. Hey, you know, I'm feeling good. I'm up there with Bubbles. Bubbles is excited. All of that. Let me tell you about Bubbles. Bubbles is a follower. Bubbles is more of a... She's shy. She's such a sweet girl. Like, she's sweet. She can be loving, but she's a follower. She can be manipulated. She's a shy girl. She's insecure. She's like all of those things, but like, she's really nice. You know? It's hard to explain that type of personality, right? And as y'all can see, I am the opposite. I am not shy at all. I wanted to be an actress since I was like 4 or 5 years old. You know, I did put that to the side, so don't ask me like you should go into acting. I'm a character, but I wanted to be an actress since I was really, really young. So me being shy is just something that's like not really in my category. Like, I remember on live I talked about this. Like, I was the type people wanted to do projects with me in school. Like, if we had to do like a presentation, they always wanted to be my partner because they knew like I would go up there and present with no problem. You know how some people get up there and stutter and be scared and nervous. I was up there like, listen, y'all, so let me tell y'all, this did that, da-da-da-da-da, and I would make them laugh and stuff. Kind of like how I am. Like I said, I've always really been like this. Every time I do a video, my sneaky link always trying to call your girl. People wanted me to be their partner because like they knew I was outspoken. They knew I wasn't nervous. Like, I just felt like, why would I be shy in a classroom full of my peers, the same age, the same type of person, and be like, who are y'all to make me nervous? You get what I'm saying? Like, I know that's easier said than done, but that's how I am. Like, I'm around people that are my age, the same people who I sit and eat lunch with or go to a party with. Like, now I gotta sit up here and talk about something. I'm supposed to be nervous and stuttering like, no, who the fuck is y'all? I ain't about to be nervous in front of y'all. We the same age, we the same people. Like, That's just how I look at stuff. So I'm just not really like a nervous person. Like, I'll speak up, I'll do all of that. You know, I'm outspoken. So anyways, I say that because like I said, me and Bubbles are just kind of like complete opposites. Like, I'll speak to somebody, I'll, you know, do whatever I gotta do. If I feel some type of way, I'ma vocalize it. She's just not like that. She's just one of those people that like you gotta like pull it out of her. And I don't have time for that. Like, I don't got time to pull shit out of you. Like, we grown as hell. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you don't like. And let's move on. I don't got time to like beat shit out of you. That's doing too much, you know? Now that y'all kind of understand like what kind of personalities, like the personality traits that we had. When I first went to school, like, you know, I didn't bring my car because Bubbles had her car on campus. And she's like,
You don't need to bring your car. Like, I have my car on campus. Like, we're going to be fine. We both don't need cars.
so when I got there, you know, like I said, Bubbles was so happy that I was there. She ended up introducing me to one of her friends. Actually, she introduced me to like 3 of her close friends and stuff. And like 2 out of 3 of them, we became really close. And like, I think at some point she started to get like a little bit mad because I don't want to say I took her friends, but we became closer than they originally was, right? Getting into college, so of course parties, like the first couple weeks is parties on top of parties on top of parties, right? So Bubbles had a crush on this one guy that was in a fraternity, and like she was so nervous to talk to him and scared to talk to him and just felt like, oh my God, he's in that fraternity. Like, I'm shy, I'm nervous and all of this. And I'm over here like, it don't matter if he in a fraternity, if he not. Like, he is a guy is a guy. He ain't nobody special. Like, nothing against him, but I'm just like, what's all the nervousness about? But like I said, everybody is different. So what Bubbles do, like, she had this thing where if she was too scared to do stuff, she always want me to do it. And because, like I said, I am who I am, I never mind. Now, my first year of college, I always said, like, in past videos, like, I had just got out of a relationship for real. So I wasn't checking for nobody. I'm already not an approacher when it comes to guys anyways. But, like, I dealt with so much out of the relationship that I got out that it was, fuck these niggas, like, for real, for real. I was, like, over it. Done with them. Like, I was doing my thing. I didn't have time for it, right? So when I got to college, I was fresh out of that relationship, so I was definitely on that tip. So wasn't no dude about to make me nervous or shy. It was never given none of that. Bubbles knew I was like that. Like, she know I'm not no shy person when it comes to dudes. So the one guy, I'm just gonna name him. I'm about to name him. I'm gonna name him Ronald, right? So the guy that she had a crush on name is Ronald, and he is in a fraternity, like I said. So, some of the fraternities, they host certain things. Like, it might be a party, it might be a game night, something, right? Bubbles, every time she see Ronald, she will always like want me to go up there and say something to him, like on her behalf, and like see where he was gonna be at that night, like what party he was going to, because it was like so much stuff going on. So she'd be like,
go ask Ronald what party they going to and what time and da da da.
So I'll go ask him because, like I said, I don't care. And I'm like, she obviously has a crush on him. So, whatever. And so we all know that she liked this dude, Ronald. So he was at like this center. Like, it's like the computer lab center, right? He's at the computer lab passing out like flyers for that week because it was his fraternity week and they was doing a party. They was going bowling one day, skating, or, they had events lined up. So he was like at a table, like passing out the flyers and passing out stuff. So Bubbles is like,
okay, go up there, go get a flyer, go talk to him, see, what he doing tonight. Like, it's 2 parties tonight, see what's going on.
da da da, right? So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, come up there with me though. Like, she always wanted me to talk on her behalf and like get to know whatever Ronald had going on. And she wanted to get all that information from like through me. So we go up to the table and she's like standing behind me like a little scared puppy. And I'm like, hey. And he's like,
hey, how are you? Like, here go a flyer. We're going to such and such tonight.
So I'm like, I'm good. Thank you. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm looking at the flyer and I'm like, oh, all right. So it's a party tonight. Tomorrow y'all going bowling. Da 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 da, right? And he's like,
yeah, it's going to be a lit weekend. What's your name?
So I'm like, hey, yeah, my name Kay.
My name Ronald. Nice to meet you. I see you around. You cute.
Now he said you cute, but it was nothing major. I'm sitting here thinking he just like, he doing what he got to do to recruit these girls. Not recruit, I don't want to say that, but the guys always want a bunch of girls at these parties, so they just doing their little flirting thing, right? I take the flyer. I'm like, I look back at Bubbles like, do you want a flyer too? And she's just like shaking her head, whatever. So I'm looking at her like, you sure you don't want no flyer? I'm sitting here like, okay, bye y'all, have a good day. Because I'm thinking you can grab a flyer, he's going to speak to you too. You can speak to him, y'all can exchange words, okay? And then maybe y'all could be left out of this. No, Bubbles didn't want to say nothing, right? Okay, we walk past and she's giddy like, oh my God, like he is so fine. I think he is so cute. So I'm like, yeah, girl, why you didn't get no flyer?
Well, I want to be weird. It's like we're both together, so we both didn't need a flyer.
Okay, whatever. So we leave. So that night it's gonna be a party. So we like, let's go to the mall. Let's get some outfits. Like, let's get cute. Like, this is one of my first college parties. Like, I want to be cute, right? But me, Bubbles, and her 2 friends that I'm cool with, but like I said, they're more closer to her at this moment. We all go to the mall. We're shopping at the mall. Da da da. We having a good time. We done went to the food court. All of that, right? So we're shopping. We're coming out the stores, and who do we run into?